and welcome back to the lecture series of learning theory of automata and formal languages. My name is Binayak Parashar. I am working as an assistant professor in the Department of Computer Science and Engineering at Ajay Kumar Garg Engineering College, Ghaziabad. So, we are into unit number 2 as of now. We have tried to complete almost all the topics in unit number 1, and in this unit number 2 we will be taking the topic which is known as your regular expression. So, as of now we have tried to cover up almost all the topics related to finite automata, which comprises of the basic terminologies like languages, then strings and all, then with the help of which we have tried to design DFA, NFA with epsilon transition. We have also seen how to minimize a given DFA or how to optimize a DFA. We have seen how to find out the equivalence between NFA and DFA, that means conversion of NFA to DFA. Okay. And also we have seen finite automata with output, that is Moore and Mealy machines, and their equivalence property. So, why I have mentioned these topics again? Because if you have skipped any of the topics, then you can revert back. Okay? And this is lecture number 11, and we will be starting with unit number 2. The topic name is regular expressions. Regular expressions and its definition. Okay. So, here we will try to find out a new terminology which has come across. I think in the previous slide we have previous lecture I have tried to mention you what is the meaning of regular expression. Okay. Some way or the other I have tried to relate to you, but here we will try to depict with the exact definition of what is regular expression is all about. Okay. So, let us go with the first slide. Now, first slide says 3 terminologies. Okay. First terminology is acceptor, next one is generator, third one is representator, and all comes under regular language. Now, let me clarify this particular concept very well. First of all, if I talk about any regular language, okay, any regular language is nothing but a language with the help of which you are giving a set of rules, through which you are giving some set of inputs, with the help of which a machine will be designed to accept those inputs and produce an output. Okay. If I have gone a little bit fast, you can pause the video, you can think of it. Again I am telling you, language will give you a set of rules with the help of which inputs or in the form of strings can be derived, and through which you can formulate those strings and then produce an output. But how to do that? All will be done in a different way, and all are having different responsibilities. So, regular language is divided into 3 categories or 3 ways of approach. One is accepting, that is nothing but the acceptors. Okay. One is your generator, and the third one is your representator. Okay. So, if we talk about these 3 things, I have discussed one particular thing very well, acceptor part. Acceptor part is nothing but the machines, that is DFA, NFA and NFA with epsilon transition. Okay. Then we have seen Mealy and Moore machine as of now. Later on we will discuss about push down automata, linear bounded automata, Turing machine. These all are machines which are nothing but acceptors. Why? They accept those languages on the basis of another part which is known as the generator, that is nothing but the one which generates the strings, and generator can be done by the grammar. I think I have mentioned the grammar terminology in the previous lecture. This particular topic you will be properly looking after your unit number 2, that is in unit number 3. Okay. Here you will be coming across regular grammar, okay, context free grammar, context sensitive grammar, unrestricted grammar. So, these are different types of grammars. Okay. Next comes representator, means you are trying to represent something in the form of whatever. Okay. You are trying to represent. Here you will try to represent in the form of expressions, and these expressions are said to be what? Regular expression, and which is whole and soul your unit number 2 topic. Okay. So, I hope you have understood a little bit of idea about this regular language hierarchy. which is divided into acceptor, generator and representator, which are having individual roles. Clear? Let us go back in a proper way. What is the meaning of regular expression? I have told you the language accepted by a finite automata can be easily described or can be easily represented by simple expression wise, and those expressions are said to be what? Regular expression. That means nothing but regular language can be represented in form of simple expression, which are known as regular expressions. Clear? It is the most effective way to represent any language, and these statements, my dear students, it is very important, because it will make you yourself realize that once you are done with the regular expression topic, you will be able to try this regular expression and it will be easy for you to deal with it, okay, or easy way for design the machines. Okay. So, you will be able to understand that. Next, third point says that a regular expression can also be described as a sequence of pattern that defines a string. Yes, if I say A, B, A star, B, this means what? Starting with A and ending with B. In between that, it can be a combination of B, A, B, or you can say starting with A, B and ending with B. Some way or the other, you are trying to analyze those string with the help of an expression. Okay, that's what it says, defines a string, and regular expression can be described as a sequence of pattern. So, from that you can understand a pattern also. Okay. That is why based on this concept only, it is used where? To match character combinations in strings, Okay. And finally, last topic, string searching algorithm can be used or generally uses this pattern to find the operations on a string. Okay, that is nothing but the matching of patterns in a string only, or you can say character matching patterns in a string. So, based on this application, regular expression is being maximally utilized, but let us check how to represent this regular language in the form of a simple expression. And if you operate or if you try to represent in the form of an expression, we need operators and operands. Okay. Operands will be in the form of input strings or input alphabets, and operators are what? I will check it out later. Okay. Let us check in the next slide, we will give you the operators only. Okay. So, regular expression operators. So, basically it contains three important operators. One is your union represented by plus sign, concatenation represented by dot, and clean closure represented by asterisk. Okay. And there are some special operators also like this: a to the power clean closure, a to the power positive closure. Okay. A to the power clean closure means what? I have already told you, clean closure starts from 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on up till infinity, and positive closure starts from 1, 2, 3, 4 dot up till infinity. So, if I say a to the power clean closure, that means what? A to the power 0, a to the power 1, a to the power 2, a to the power 3, and it will go up till infinity, correct. So, that means I can write a to the power 1 something to the power 0, sorry, something to the power 0 means what? 1 only. So, it can be written like this: epsilon a, and it will keep on increasing. So, this is what? Nothing but a to the power asterisk. So, this is what I have written over here also. And if you want to find out a to the power positive closure, a to the power positive means what is missing? 0 is missing. So, I can write down as a to the power positive as a dot a to the power dot a to the power clean closure. So, this is a very good, you can say an expression which generally gives you all the three operators, basic operators over here. See, plus is also there, dot is also there, asterisk is also there. Okay. So, this is all about your regular expression basic operators. We will try to relate with all the expressions and try to relate with the finite automatas also in future upcoming slides. Let us check it out, some of the primitive regular expressions. Okay. This is also a regular expression. Okay. So, do not get confused, sometimes this is being like one of the important question being asked in competitive exam. What is the difference between this and this? Okay. So, whether this is an expression, whether this is a regular expression, yes my dear students, both of them are regular expression. Phi is represented by the language this one, and epsilon is represented by the language this one. That means, both of them are null and void, but in the case of epsilon there is a null transition, but in the case of phi there is no transition. That is an important point. Okay. Next comes a, single a, which belongs to a set of integers. It is also a regular expression that comprises of the language singleton element a. Okay. Next comes 3 basic operations or 3 basic expressions. One is with union, one is with concatenation, one is with clean closure, correct. So, these are the basic primitive regular expressions involved in the case of this plus, dot and asterisk. Okay. So, till here we have come across with the regular expression definition. We have tried to understand the what are the basic operators that we are having, 3 basic operators we are having: union, concatenation and clean closure, and based on and with the help of these 3 things only we will try to relate a language to a regular expression or try to represent a language in the form of regular expression. So, let us check the next slide. Next slide onwards we will try to relate at least 5 to 6 examples where you will try to convert or where you will try to represent a language in the form of a regular expression. Okay. Let us check the first question. First question says that find the regular expression whose length is equals to 2. See, this is the most preliminary language which I have taken while designing DFA also, NFA also, and here also I will take the same example, because with the help of this primitive language we will try to discuss the other examples in a easy way. Okay. So, let us check the question. It says that length is equals to 2. So, length equals to 2 means what? I already know the language, that is nothing but AA, AB, BA, BB, which I have mentioned over here. Language is equals to this one over alphabet AB. Okay. Now, you need to find out the expression for this. If you have to find out the expression for this, expression requires what? Operands and operators. What are the operands that we need to find out? Operands here will be whatever strings are present in the language. So, in the language what are the strings present? AA, AB, BA, BB. Therefore, these are the operands that are present over here, and what operator you will be using. If you look into the 3 operators we are having, which is the best option to do it? Union. Why? Because we are trying to put all the strings together into the language and then you design the automata, right. So, that means if a language can be represented in the union of all the operands, then it is nothing but the same. So, that is what I am trying to do it. So, what I will do? AA plus AB plus BA plus BB, got it? All the strings becomes the operands and plus becomes the operator, which is nothing but the union. Now, I will take A common from both the things, then it will be A plus B. This is just a simplifying the expression which you did in mathematics also. Then if we try to simplify this, then it will be A plus B into A plus B. Now, the question comes here. I will try to relate with it. See, if the length is equals to 1, if the length is equals to 1, what will be the language? The language will comprises of A and B. Do you agree with this point? I think, right? I will not get the response, but still, yes, you agree with this point that length equals to 1 means A and B will be the 1, total number of elements present in the string, correct? Now, if you want to do a expression for this, what will be the operands over here? Operands will be A and B. What will be the operator? Plus. Therefore, expression will be what? A plus B. And if I say this is the expression for length equals to 1, okay, then length equals to 2 will be what? A plus B into A plus B, correct. If I say length is equals to 3, correct, then it will be what? A plus B into A plus B into A plus B. If length equals to 4, A plus B, A plus B, A plus B, A plus B, got it. So, that means why why I have told you that this is the most primitive expression, because this will help you in solving upcoming languages also, upcoming expressions also. So, therefore, this is the final expression for which defines the length is equals to 2. Now, let us go with the next question. Next question says the same way, at least 2. Okay. At least 2 means what? At least 2 means I know that the length, minimum length should be what? 2, maximum can be infinity, correct. Length equals to 2 I know, length equals to 2 I know. So, I am not going with this particular part right now, I am trying to do in a shortcut way. I know length equals to 2 is this one, Okay. I know length equals to 1 is what? This is length equals to 2, this is length equals to 3, length equals to 4, 5, 6, it will keep on increasing. Can I put a star over here, asterisk over here? Yes, I can do it. If I do it in this way, what will be the answer? How the language will, how the expression will start? See, if asterisk value is 0, if asterisk value is 0, then this will become as 1. So, it will be nullified, then it will be what? A plus b into a plus b, that is length equals to 2. If asterisk value is 1, then it will be a plus b into a plus b into a plus b, that is length equals to 3. If asterisk value is 2, then a plus b, a plus b, a plus b, a plus b, length equals to 4, then it will keep on increasing. So, that means this a plus b into a plus b will help you in order to find out the length of any expression, any language. Okay. Come back to the solution. I have properly written over here, language is given over here, correct. I think you agree with this. Till here length equals to 2, length equals to 3, then it will keep on increasing. Okay. Union will give you addition of all these things or union of all these things, and then finally, we can sum up with this particular expression. Region I have told you right now. Okay. So, this is example number 2. Let us go with example number 3, which I am going to solve. Okay. Now, this is question as length is at most 2. Okay, at most 2 we have done it. So, that means length should comprise of what? 0 length, 1 length and 2 length, not more than that, not less than, not more than that. Okay, correct. So, 0, 1 and 2 will be the length. So, if I find out 0, 1 and 2 are the lengths, definitely the language will what? 0, for 0 it will be epsilon, for length equals to 1 it will be a and b, for length equals to 2 already we know a, AB, BA, BB, and this is the language that I am having. And what are the operands? Operands are these. Okay. What will be the expression? Expression will be epsilon plus A plus B plus AA plus AB plus BA plus BB, correct. Now, you can simplify it or you can leave as it is, as it is a finite language. So, you can leave as it is also, but try to elaborate it. A plus B, if this thing I can write like this, a plus b into a plus b. I am just trying to skip 1 or 2 steps. Now, if I take epsilon plus, if I take a plus b as a common, then what will be the answer? Epsilon plus a plus b. Do you agree with this point? Why? Epsilon means nothing but, in expression terms, epsilon means nothing but 1. Okay, phi means 0. I will deal with some of the basic identities, that time we will be able to get aware of it. Okay. So, that means a plus b into 1 means a plus b into a plus b. This is nothing but the solution for it. Okay. So, therefore, this will be the answer for it. This will be the expression for it. So, basically you try to find out the language. Okay. From that language you try to do the union of all the operands, taking the string as the operands, and then you try to simplify the expression till whatever extent you know or till whatever mathematics you know. Okay. So, this is all about example number 3. Let us go with one more example, example number 4 and 5. Somewhat like topics are easy, topics are like relevant of what we did it in designing of finite automata. So, first question comes here is example number 4 says, find the regular language, find the regular expression whose length is even, therefore, length will be what? Length will be 0, 2, 4, 6 and so on. Okay. That means what? If length is equals to even, then some way or other I will try to get back to my previous example number 1, where I know length equals to 2. I know this particular length. Okay. I will take the help of it. How? See, regular expression I am trying to find out, length equals to 2 I know. Now, if you are solving any expression in your examination, try to show all the steps. Okay. I am just trying to skip some of the steps. This is what length equals to 2 I know. Now, I think if you have understood the expression's simplification, can I give a asterisk over here? See, if asterisk equals to 0, then regular expression will be what? Epsilon, correct. Something to the power 0 means what? 1 only. then if asterisk equals to 1, then regular expression will be what? A plus b into a plus b. If asterisk equals to 2, regular expression will be what? A plus b into a plus b into a plus b into a plus b, and this will keep on going up till infinity. Now, if you look into this particular point, this is length equals to 0, length equals to 2, length equals to 4. I hope it is clear to everyone. Got it? So, therefore, the final expression for this particular question is this one. Clear? So, this is the way you can find out the similarities. Okay. Now, coming to the next question, example number 5, it says find the regular expression whose length is odd. Now, we know, length will be what? Length will be your 1, 3, 5, 7 and so on. We know the length equals to 2 somewhere near to this we know. Okay. So, that means what I will do? I will take regular expression is equals to, okay, length equals to 2 I know. So, suppose if I do like this, that I will take a asterisk and I will take one more a plus b. Why I did like this? If asterisk equals to 0, if asterisk equals to 0, regular expression will be what? Only a plus b, correct? If asterisk equals to 1, regular expression will be what? Looking into this, asterisk equals to 1 means a plus b into a plus b into a plus b. Correct. Therefore, what we can say that if we know regular expression equals to this one, if we have understood this particular concept, correct, then we will be able to find out regular expression for the length whose significance should be odd. That means, if you have understood this particular concept, sorry, here will be a plus b, okay, that is perfectly fine. So, if you understood this particular concept of length equals to 2, then somebody other you will be able to relate this particular concept. Okay. Let us go with the next example, example number 6. It says find the regular expression whose length is divisible by 3. Now, I will move a little bit fast. Okay. Length will be divisible by 3. So, 3, 6, 9 and so on, right. So, that means I know length equals to 3, that is nothing but a plus b into a plus b into a plus b. This is the expression that I know about length equals to 3. Now, if I want length equals to 6, can I multiply by 2? Can it be done? Is 0 divisible by 3? Yes, it's divisible by 3, right. So, can I take over here as asterisk? If we can take like this, will it be acceptable? Let us check it out. If asterisk equals to 0, then 1, then there is epsilon, then if 1, then 3, then 2, then 6, then 3, then 9, then it will keep on going on, right. So, this is the perfect example for it. Next comes example number 7. It says find the regular expression where number of a's is exactly 2 over a comma b. Number of a's is exactly 2, not more than that, not less than that. So, regular now I will try to do the expression in a fast way. I will be having exactly 2 a's, okay, not more than that, not less than that, but they are not telling that the a should be like together consecutive one. No, they are telling that number of a should be exactly 2. So, can I do like this b to the power asterisk, b to the power asterisk and b to the power asterisk? Why I have done like this? Number of a exactly 2, in between that any possible combination of b can be there, because I cannot neglect b, starting can be b, ending can be b, but number of a should be 2. So, which I have done. So, therefore, the regular expression of this equation is so. Okay. Next, go with question number 8, starts with a. It is very easy, starts with a. Now, if suppose I want to do any possible combination of a and b, we generally write like this, a plus b whole to the power asterisk. This will give you any possible combination of a and b. But in the previous slide, I have not taken a plus b here, because I need only b, I cannot take a. That is why I have taken b to the power clean closure. But if I want to take any possible combination of a and b, we write like this. Clear? But here it says that starts with a. Can I write like this? So, therefore, the regular expression will be there, starts with a, after that any possible combination of a and b. Clear? Comes with example number 9. It says ends with b, a plus b, any possible combination of a and b followed by b. So, this is the regular expression. I hope it is clear to everyone. Next comes starting and ending with the with different symbols. Okay, starting and ending with different symbols. So, how do I write like this? Starting and ending with different symbols. If I take A as the starting element, in between that it can have any possible combination of A and B, then definitely it should end with B, correct. Otherwise, it can have any one more condition, that if B it starts and it in between that it can have any possible combination of A and B, then it should end with A. So, this is what the regular expression for question number 10. Next, go with the next. Okay, we are having 10 questions over here. So, overall if we can look into this overall scenario, just the main concept that we need to focus is regular expression having the length concept. If you have understood the preliminary length question, then you will be able to solve any possible combinations. Okay. Now, as we can check it over in the example number 10, it says that starting and ending with different symbols. If starts with A, then definitely it should end with B, correct. One more condition can be there, that if it starts with B, then it should end with A. That is why I have taken both the conditions. If you take only one condition, then you are partially correct, you are not exactly correct. You have to take both the conditions. That is why I have then taken both the conditions and done the union operation over there. Okay. So, overall if you can look into this entire scenario, we came across over 3 operators. Okay. 3 operators. One is what? One is your plus, one is your clean closure, one is your plus, and one is your dot. Okay. Now, in the next class I will try to show you the significance of this particular 3 operators in terms of your finite automata. Why? Because whenever we take plus as the sign, that means you are taking union as the sign, I generally represent in the form of this way. Suppose A and B are there and I am trying to do the union process in terms of finite automata, we do like this. A plus B is related like this. If they are having in the same direction, moving in the having the same transition, then plus is represented in this form. If we try to represent this particular form, then we write like this. And this is nothing but what? A dot B, correct. And if we talk about this clean closure, it is nothing but the loop concept. Wherever you are putting the loop, that is the clean closure, or maybe positive closure, it depends on the string which you are taking. Now, I think you can analyze this one transition and another transition. If you are trying to put together, then you are not going to use union, you are rather going to use concatenation operator. If they are separated, if both the transitions are separated by a state, and if in both the transitions, in both the states, your transitions are equivalent or your transitions are going in the same direction, that you are going to take the union operator. That is why in the language I was taking the union operator besides going with the concatenation operator. Okay. So, therefore, in this particular video we have tried to understand the concept of regular expression, what are the operators, what are the spatial operators, what are the basic primitive regular expressions, and also we have taken 10 examples to understand how to convert a language, regular language, to a regular expression. So, this is all about today's video. Next video I will come across with one more interesting topic regarding regular expression. So, thank you for watching this video.